obviously the bonus of being a hybrid, I'll put it in EV mode now, any traffic like this, doing up to 14 miles per hour, you'll just be in complete silence on electric. And in fact, the car will do up to 30 or 40 miles an hour in fully electric, depending. If you've got a slight downhill gradient, you can easily do 40 miles an hour on full electric. What I like sports mode for is it uses both the hybrid system and the engine in tandem. Is that if a junction's busy, you just use sports mode and you can accelerate out really quickly and then just shift back over into eco or normal drive mode. But the car constantly switches between using the engine and using the hybrid system, or sometimes, like in sports mode, it'll use both at the same time. But effectively, the second you take your foot off the accelerator fully, it starts charging the battery again, and it's not used the engine. But again, this is like perfect for hybrids. At any heavy traffic, you can use your EV mode again. Like, this traffic will be heavy for about half a mile or so, and the car will just use the electric mode for most of that. And the good thing is, if it battery does get low, the engine will just start, charge the battery back up to capacity, and then cut off again. So the engine's not running all the time to charge it, just when it needs to. But yeah, I hope you've seen a nice little bit of a drive. I'll take you on the country roads to show you a bit of handling. The car handles really nicely. There's no lumpiness from no knocking or lumpiness from the suspension at all. Steering's nice and tight. Just mechanically, this car is sound. It's really, really nice. I've had it for around a year now, and it's a joy to drive. It is really, really a good thing to be in. Very relaxing for both driver and passengers. And I've got the air conditioning on now because it's a pretty warm day. It's about 23 degrees. As you can see, it's got the modern touchscreen system. You can change that here to have your speed on it if you want. But yeah, like at this roundabout, cars come whipping round here really quickly. So in actual fact, I'd put it in sports mode to get out. That's the rear parking sensors. Somebody sat very close to me behind. me, if I'm at, like, this is quite a steep little bit, probably doesn't look it on camera, but I shift over to sports mode, and that allows to use both the engine and hybrid system, just to get out of junctions easier and quicker. And any uphill sections, put it into sports mode, and you've got plenty of power and torque to get out the hills. There's no problem at all. One thing you'll find about the Estima is that it's really nice to drive no matter what conditions you're in. Whether you're driving around town in heavy traffic, because of the hybrid system, it's, you know, using electric most of the time, and, you know, in your mind, you know, it's good because you're not using any fuel for a lot of the time, with it only rarely starting the engine, you know, very occasionally, just to charge the battery, like stop-start traffic. And it's really, you know, the steering's nice and light, and then for motorways it just sits comfortably at 70 and 80 miles an hour, and it's nice and quiet. It's got a good stereo system, the speakers are nice, and should you have bad weather such as heavy rain and you're on a motorway, or you've even got snow or anything, it's got all-wheel drive system, massive bonus. So that's always good for peace of mind. All the electrics work absolutely fine, as you would expect with it being a Toyota. And in the year I've had it, I've serviced it. I've obviously put those details in the advert. I've serviced it, and the oil never moves on the dipstick, and the coolant level always stays exactly where it should be. And the coolant level is perfect, as is the hybrid system coolant level, that never moves either. So I'll take you on an interior tour of the car next, but just a really nice car to drive. These absolutely lovely, and even you know, full of people, it's really nice. They can have they've got their own air conditioning system in the back to keep them nice and cool, so you don't feel claustrophobic. Nice big windows, and yeah, just a fantastic car. Whether you'd use it for camping, whether you'd use it for getting about in winter, whether you'd use it for a big family, it's just a brilliant all-rounder. I mean, personally, I only use it for myself now, and I still really like driving it, and yeah, it's great. So I'll give you an interior tour now. So there's a couple of cool extra storage spaces here as well. You can put like your wallet and keys in there and stuff. And also here, I keep my sunglasses in here. This was originally for the Japanese tolls, I believe. You just put a little card in there and then pull it out when you come up to a toll. But none of these are damaged, they're all in great condition. I put this over the steering wheel because the steering wheel does wear, but you can see the original steering wheel underneath, but it wears around this bit, so I put this is a really high quality one from Germany. Okay. It has all the stalks and stuff are in really nice condition, as are the centre console buttons. It's a new gear shifter as well. It's got a modern touchscreen system, which I'll show you more of in a minute. So my favourite thing, let's shut the door. My favourite thing about this car is the display. It's so cool. So all you do is put your foot on the brake, press power. And there you go. No lights on the dash. That's just obviously I've got my seatbelt plugged in, and also there's the handbrake, which you can take off there. Really cool. Obviously it's hybrid, so very easy to know though it's just a hybrid. Battery level is there, and these for your regeneration etc, show you how much energy you're using and how much you're regenerating. So obviously fuel and then your fuel economy as well. See the odometer, 134,000. I think that's in kilometres, so it's 83,000 miles. So you have got like a little display here. That's your range, 437 kilometres, and I've only got that much fuel, so it's really good on fuel, this. That's your fuel economy, 12.6 kilometres per litre equals 36 miles to the gallon. So as I say, I have got a modern touchscreen system here. You can flick between your stereo and then your miles per hour come up on here when you start moving, and your obviously your direction. You can do your different sound for the stereo here, very clever. You can just adjust it like this, really neat. And yeah, a nice system on there. It hasn't got DAB, you can get a plug-in for that, but it has got Bluetooth. So down here all of these work as well. Let's go through these. So you've got recirculating that, and then your air conditioning works perfectly as well, blows freezing cold. Let's turn all of these on. That's for your rear fan as well, and then you'll just adjust this fan up here. You can see all that's working. Obviously the passengers can control that. And then this is a really clever feature. This is for a pollen filter. So if you've got bad pollen, you just push this and it turns everything up and gets rid of all the air in the car. And then then what that'll do is clear all the pollen out of the car and then recirculate the air, so you're not breathing pollen in. Very, very cool. It works really well. Gear selector, obviously put your foot on the brake, and then drive, and then down into B for brake, which is for regenerating electricity quicker, or engine braking downhill. Sport mode, drive, neutral, reverse. It has got a reversing camera, really nice one. And, yeah, so as you can see, all of these work perfectly well. Shows you your outside temperature here, 17 degrees. And then you've got dual zone climate control, so you can have it warmer on this side, cooler on this side, and then you can have it the same both there as well. So yeah, everything works perfectly. As you can see, the steering wheel's in nice condition. It has got cruise control as well down here. Just turn those down. So the engine's not running, and it won't run until it needs to. But if you put your foot on the accelerator, you can hear the engine start. There you go. Here the engine runs absolutely perfectly. Let's go for all the lights and stuff as well. There you go. Lights are automatic, but there you go. You can put your high beam on, low beam on and stuff. And it's got your front fogs are on here as well, and then your rear fog, because it's from Japan, is down here. So yeah, you can just see everything works perfectly well. Car runs beautifully, drives beautifully, really nice place to be. And yeah, oh there you go, the engine started on its own, probably because I've put the lights on, the air conditioning, it was low. So there's the engine running automatically, and then it'll cut out after about 3 minutes once this battery is charged up. Here's the side doors. There you go. You can do them both at the same time as well. It's probably one of my favourite features on this car. All of these are working as well. Little lights up there, as well as obviously the lights in the back. All work perfectly. So these in the middle, this is your EV, this is where you can drive. If you're in stop start traffic, I'd use that. When you press that, it won't come out in a minute because the battery's low, but when you press the EV button, you can do up to about 14 miles an hour in stop start traffic. If you put it back into normal drive mode, it just uses the hybrid system up to about 30 or 40 miles an hour. The snow mode's really good as well. It's obviously all-wheel drive. This, when you press it, it comes up here. But basically, that stops you from accelerating hard, and it'll get you out of a sticky situation or a slidey situation. But it's yeah, it's. This car actually has really sophisticated, it was very ahead of its time. It's got a stability control system and traction control system. It's way ahead of its time. So it's a safe car, and it got something like best rated for the category as well for safety, crash safety. So yeah. Although it's 2008, it has got a lot of really cool tech in it for driving safety. Okay, let's go ahead and start the car. The battery's low, so it should just start straight away. Put the air conditioning on. So you can hear the engine when it does run is nice and quiet. No tapping noises or squeaking noises. Runs perfectly. This is the hybrid system this side. See the hybrid coolant is perfect on there. And there's the brake fluid and coolant. Runs really, really nicely, this engine. So the Estima's trick really is to have the doors opening on the sides off the key fob. Very cool. You can do that from inside. There's a dedicated button in the from the driver, but again, you can just do it on this one. And then same again, lock in. Nice and smooth as well, no clunking or anything. So let's go ahead and walk inside. So I mentioned earlier, these mats, they're in good condition. The camera probably looks like the stains, but they're not stains. It's just from the camera for brightening it, they sort of go away. But these are actually overmats from the factory. I didn't realise, but look, if you peel them back, it's in really nice condition underneath, as you can see. So these are from the factory. It's crazy. The entire car front to rear has like one giant overmat in there. These sort of just tuck in here. As you can see, the front seat, there's no wear on it really, even on the bolster. Such high quality materials used. And centre armrest, no wear or scuffs on it. And again, the passenger seat and original carpeting is still in great condition. The roof lining is in excellent condition as well. There's no scuffs or marks on it at all. Door cards in great condition, no scuffs on the plastic. The only wear is around here, where obviously you lean your arm a lot. You could either replace that with another one cheaply or get it wrapped. But you can see, like down here, there's no marks. I keep this car absolutely immaculate. Everyone laughs at me when they get in it because they say it just looks almost like new because it's in such good condition. But no sort of cracks or fading on the dash at all. This is a heads-up display. I'll show you that later. So let's go through some of the features. You can lift the seat up and down off this, and I think this lifts the front up for your legs, which is nice. It gives you a bit more comfort, and they recline completely flat, these as well, so you can sleep in them. Very clever. So excuse the mess underneath, but you can fit a load of stuff under here. Like I've just got like tissues and headache tablets and things like that. So a really cool little storage space. This one unfortunately won't click back down for some reason, but these are the cup holders. This one obviously works perfectly. Again, just very, very clean. This is the your 12 volt system for plugging stuff in. You see it's got power windows, power mirrors. AFS, I think, is that your traction control system, and that's for turning the 100 volt system on for, you know, boiling little kettles and stuff, and you can plug it in, charge laptops and things. So again, you can see this door card's in really nice condition. The original light working at the bottom there, and the sills, there's no marks, it's not been sprayed before or anything like that. You can see the original VIN and stuff. But it's really clever, they've got these things here, so when you shut the door you can see that they come over the bottom of the door, so you don't get all dirt build up at the bottom here, so you don't get any trousers. There's no wear on this side on the trim, just really, really nice condition. Cool thing is, I always keep all my stuff in here. I will tidy it up before I sell it, but keep all your stuff in here. I've replaced all of these gear shifters go on the edge because it's genuine leather, they all wear off, so I've replaced the gear shifter. But yeah, plenty of storage space, as you can see, really cool. And again, no wear on this holster or that one, just in really, really nice condition. Same again with this overmat, couple of tiny marks here, but again, this is an overmat, so the carpet underneath is absolutely immaculate. You can see how thick the overmat is as well. Really, really good. No scuffs or anything on the trim here. Okay, so here's the seat configurations. I've left this one in a normal position with the tray up. You can also put this one, both of them, right the way into the boot. They've both got armrests, and you can extend this footrest as well. As you can see, the seats are in excellent condition. There's no sort of ink marks or marks on them at all, really. In really, really nice condition, as is the carpet. This is actually an over carpet from factory. If you look, there's the real carpet underneath. Obviously you've got to take this off, but this factory fitted over like a giant overmat, so you can see the carpet underneath that, which is pretty outstanding, really. But yeah, you've got this tray just folds away, just push that there, and what happens is this seat comes towards you and then goes all the way back into the boot. Quite easy, really. That folds away like that, and then you just use this to pull the seat forward like so, and then that obviously reclines all the way back as well, and you just pull this lever and it pulls the whole chair inwards like that, and then it'll be your third row, which I will now show you. Okay, so the third row is here. Really easy to get into place and really easy to collapse back into the boot area. It's even got its own little armrest. But the cool thing is you've got ventilation in there, as you can see, and you've got cup holders in here, both sides. It's actually seating for 3 people with belts, and the headrests as well, which is great. The ventilation system is actually here, so you can turn it on in the front and then adjust it as you need to, and keeps the car lovely and cool. So yeah, actually decent space. An adult can sit in there. So, yeah, and seat just slides forward and backwards off the lever here. Just pull that and it slides forward. So this is the boot area with the third row of seats up. The great thing is that, look how deep this is, absolutely huge, so you can actually fit loads of gear in there, even with the third row back. Obviously this just sits up here, very neat, typical Toyota. These just are all part of the boot. And your battery is actually in here, along with sort of your first aid kit, and I think that's the tyre inflation system in there. This is a genuine Toyota battery as well, specifically for hybrids, and then that just pops back in place. So yeah, you can see the back of the seats are in really nice condition, so are the headrests. There's a few little scuffs on the back of the second row of seats, but not really obvious ones. But the seats are in beautiful condition. You can see all the trim and everything is in great condition. There's obviously not been any pets, animals or kids in here. And the roof lining is in excellent condition. These aren't scuffs, these are just where it scuffs up when you even touch it, a bit like velvet sort of thing. But yeah, just really nice condition in the back here. And the good thing is you've got a power outlet here as well, 100 volt, 1500 watts. And I think that's an earth as well for some reason. But yeah, I've got the Japanese plug for that, an adapter. And so to fold the third row of seats back into the boot, you just pull this. They also recline as well, look. So your passengers could get very comfortable if they want. So you pull this, and that drops back down, and you then just pull this one, and there you go, one-handed. I'll show you the same with the other one as well. So that's the wrong one, I always get that wrong. That just folds there, and you just grab that one, and it folds back flat into the boot, and then the cover just goes back on top of that. Once they're back, third row back in place, you've got this humongous boot, and the middle row of seats do go forward more than that, and also apparently you can undo these seats. There are isofix points on there, as you can see there. And these little levers are for the passengers to push with a foot, so the seats folds forward. Hi guys, so this is my 2008 Toyota Estima E4X hybrid, all-wheel drive is the full name. So yeah, it's got no heavy dents on or anything like that, as you can see. Wing mirrors are in good shape, and tinted glass from the factory. It's in very nice shape. No scuffs or dents on the back either. Wheels suit it really well actually. They're obviously factory wheels, but again no like heavy dents down this side either. So the only thing that's off is this, which seems to be a common problem. What happens is because this splitter is low, people hit the curbs with it, it tends to pop this out. But it's not loose, it's just not clipped in fully. So I'm going to show you everything because I'm very honest. Again, wing mirror in excellent shape as well. The roof has had the lacquer redone on it. It's a little bit obvious, but it's no rust at all on the car. As you can see, the wheels are in good condition. A little tiny bit of bubbling, but considering they're from 2008, they're in nice shape. I'll show you the tyres as well. They've got all season tyres front and rear. These are a Goodyear Vector 4 seasons. Plenty of tread on them. And these are Michelin Agilis Cross Climates. Really good tyres. As you can see underneath, there's no rust. It's only imported in 2022, so again with the tyres is matching on the back. It's Michelin Agilis Cross Climate. Again, on the other side you can see there's like no rust. Then matching to match the front, Goodyear Vector 4 Season.